Hey guys, welcome to Plank Mills. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing an update on my blade guides. I just recently installed the roller blade guides on my sawmill. So if you haven't seen that video, head back to my channel and check that out. So I'm going to be showing you some footage of me sawing one of the most notorious logs for having wavy cuts at the knots. That is a spruce log. I think it's a blue spruce maybe. So let's get right into it and show you how my sawmill cuts now that I have the roller blade guides. So in the past, with these ceramic blade guides that I used to use, I had a pretty hard time getting nice cuts on pine logs especially. I've got the old spruce log loaded up, and here's the new roller guides. I kind of jimmy rigged up the blade lube because there's nothing on there to hook up the blade lube, and so I stuck it through one of the holes in the upright there and shimmed it with some wood. And I stuck a screw in the end there to keep it from squirting out there, and it just comes out the bottom, and that works pretty good. So Alright, so there it is. Got that log cut up. We just made some 4x8 beams out of it. But I'd like you to just take a look at how nice these cuts are. Very, very minimal waving at the knots. If you guys know Spruce, Spruce is notorious for making wavy cuts. But if you take a look down these cants, it looks pretty straight. There is a little bit of waving in this one. And I think that might just be because it's partially frozen in here. That looks kind of waterlogged and could be frozen right there. So I have noticed with the new roller guides, pretty much the only thing that makes a wavy cut is a frozen log. So, and I think that probably the solution to that, to get a blade that has less degree on the tooth, say like a 4-degree tooth or something like that. I use mostly 8-degree teeth in my blades, but someone told me recently that the key to sawing a frozen log is to have less pitch on your tooth. So I've had these new roller guides for a couple days now, and I've been using them on pine so far, mostly just pine and spruce. But I gotta say, I am just quite impressed with the new roller guides. One thing I will say though is it tends to build up more gunk on the band wheels back in there. You can see that there's quite a bit of sawdust built up on the wheels, so I periodically have to clean those. And this one over here at the blade lube seems to get more stuff built up on it than the one over there. And I've got it to where the roller guides are putting downward pressure on my blade. It kind of seems like it creates a stiffer blade in between the guides versus the ceramic guides. Had just a little bit of play in it, you know. So if you have a Norwood sawmill and you just have the ceramic blade guides, I'm just going to tell you this: I would highly recommend that you switch to the roller guides. Now I have the HD36, and it cost me about $230 or something like that to get these switched over. And I also made a video on how to change these, so go back to my channel and check that out. It really doesn't take much, and it's pretty simple. So, but yeah, I'd just like to say that I am super happy with my experience so far switching to the roller guides. Now let's take a closer look at this wood and see how it actually looks up close. So here we've got some pretty good knots right here, and a lot of the time when I was sawing pine with my ceramic blade guides, usually I would get at least a little bit of wave around the knots, and especially with spruce. But even just running my hand over it, normally I can feel it if I'm running my hand over a knot like that, but it's pretty much perfectly flat. And if I take a straight edge and go over that knot, there is literally so little to speak of, I can hardly wiggle. I mean, there might be about a 1/16 inch of variance in there. Here you've got a little bit more on this bigger one right here, but that is very minimal. And compared to what it has been with the ceramic blade guides, compared to the new roller guides that I'm using now, it's just, it doesn't really compare. The roller guides are just better. I pretty much, as far as the quality of the cut, flat, nice, straight cuts, overall, I think the roller guides are better. Okay, let's also take a look at center cut here. So far, so good. I'm pretty impressed. Alright, so that's going to conclude my review of the Norwood roller guides on the HD36 Lumber Pro. So, all things considered, I would say I should have done this a long time ago. Overall, I'm just happier with the quality of lumber that it produces, with the roller guides versus the ceramics, and so I would highly recommend. So I guess that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you found this helpful in some way. If you're still using the old ceramic guides, I would suggest and highly recommend you switch over to the roller guides. Alright, that's it for today. I'm out.